Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. How is everyone today? I've just come on a little bit earlier, only because I've got some business stuff that I need to take care of. Oh, a thumbs down already. There's a surprise. But anyway, hope you can make it. It's going to be a sort of quick one. What we want to talk about, if you see the topics in the description today, Frimpong has been sold to Celtic. Latibeaudiere has gone on loan to FC Twente. The Leroy and BM Munich thing is just still ongoing. It's so boring now, if I'm being really honest with you. Sorry, I was just moving something from there. Bernardo Silva thinks that UEFA and FIFA snubs for individual players is very unfair. Kai Havertz, City have been keeping a close eye on this kid. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post you a link to a video that we did back in April with one of the guys who comes on the channels. He's our German correspondent, and that's Tobias, and he speaks about some of the best young players in Germany. One of the players he mentions to keep a close eye on is Kai Havertz. So I'll post you a link to that. You can go back and watch it. FIFA 20 player ratings have been announced, something that I'm sure Kiam is just coming on now. He'll be interested in that particular part of it, and then just anything else you want to quickly chat about. But like I said, there's not a great deal of news going around today. But anyway, so let's see who is on. Cal, hi Andy. Do you think Sane will be at City next season? 50-50, mate. Really 50-50. We'll have to wait and see. Section, good afternoon. Joseph Beattie, Bayern were the only club interested in. They now have a Coman, Gnabry, Perisic and Davis. They don't need Sane. I think they still might be interested. Phyllis's Big Blue Rabbit. Good evening, room. How are you? Section 20. Was just about to say how they did it get a thumb down before it even started. I know it's amazing, isn't it, mate? But hey, it is what it is. Connor Nixon, yes, Andy, how are you, buddy? Kiam, happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Tuesday to you, or happy Tuesday morning to you, mate, where you are. I bet you've not been up that long. Joseph Beattie, really sad to thumb this down. Kai Havertz is quality, deadly finisher, yes. Do we even need Havertz? I don't think... the clearly City are keeping an eye on, like they've always done, all the best talent across Europe. So Havertz is certainly one of those players up there that has been very, very impressive. So it's only a young kid. Section, hey Kiam, Joseph Havertz will be better than anyone we have. He's a very, very exciting player. Very exciting player. What I will do, if you want to go back and you want to see it, if you look at this video here, this is with Tobias. I'll post the link here. And if you go into sort of like nine minutes into it, he talks about sort of Havertz and other players. But he gives a lowdown on all the sort of everybody from sort of left backs to right backs to centre backs to midfielders, and gives his impression of who he thinks are potentially the best talents in German football. He talks about Havertz and other players as well. So if you haven't seen it, go over and give it a watch, because it's really interesting. Because obviously he's more of an expert on the Bundesliga than I certainly am. So go and take a watch of that when this vlog is finished. Really sad to see thumbs down. Kai Havertz quality yet. Do we need Havertz? Hey Cam. Sorry, I'm rereading back. There will be a FIFA 20 preview video coming out next week. There you go. So Kiam's going to put something out there that you can all watch all about preview to FIFA 20. Horsey Martin's on. Hi all, I'm shattered now. Just leaving work. Wow, I forgot how it was. School's back, I'm guessing, mate. So it's back to work for you. 8:30 a.m. here. Been working since 5. Oh, God. Bit like me, mate. It's not good. Joseph Beattie, I would give Leverkusen 80 million for Havertz. Seriously, there you go. So you reckon is that good, Joseph? City always liked a good German footballer. We have done in the past section, definitely. Looking forward to it, Kiam, says Joseph. Phyllis's Big Blue Rabbit. Remember, folks, the academy has to be self-supporting. Just because we sign a young player does not mean he'll get near the first team. Resale is a big part of signing young players. It's working so far. Good point. Very good point. I've always said it. Even if you're in the academy, you're going to have to be absolutely exceptional to get into this Manchester City squad. And I mean squad, not first 11. We've seen how good Phil Foden's been, but he's not getting any starts. So you have to be really, really, really special. And you've got to think about, it's all right just saying, oh, let's get him in, let's get him in. And in replacement for who? That's the thing. And who gets dropped? Are you going to drop the likes of a Mahrez or a Gundogan or an Otamendi or these type of players for a young kid who's never tasted first team football before? So it's very difficult. Rather have Timo Werner as Aguero replacement. Well, I said it, J-Hope, last summer. Timo Werner was a player I did a full sort of video on, and is certainly one that I really, really think could in the future be a very exceptional player. But we'll wait and see. Section 20, the academy has outstripped everyone else's for ages. It has. Hi Andy, how are you, Bernard? Peter Curry, who is or was your favourite German player who has played for City? Oh, it's got to be only one player in that, Peter. Well, that's Uwe. Got to be. I don't remember Troutman and all the others, so it's got to be Uwe. Werner and Havertz, 200 million combined. Wow, that's a lot of money. That's an Mbappe type of signing. Any news on Laporte? No, nothing. Nothing, mate. We'll have to just wait on it. It's going to take days before City, release anything, I'm guessing. So we'll just wait and see. He's probably there today. He's probably having pre-surgery, scans. And these are just not in and out. It's not like the NHS. It'll be all very well planned. And I'm sure after, like I said, with the Sane injury, after the surgery has been performed and then they can assess it and make sure it's gone okay, City will probably make an announcement. So I think it'll be something very similar with Laporte. We'll wait and see. If there's any news, we'll always bring it to you. So we won't just not put it in the description and not talk about it if the news was there. So Uwe, but Tarnack was a class player. Tarnack's left foot was brilliant. Uwe Rosler, my era, yeah, mine too. Uwe all day, says Bernard Section, says Rosler. Hi Andy, hi Blue Blood Fan TV. I always try some mouthful trying to say that now. Blue Blood Fan TV, how are you, mate? Painful seeing him on Twitter with brace and a stick, yeah. Scott Williams, afternoon all, hope everyone is good. Thoughts on Gomez and Joel leaving? Yeah, Gomez has gone on loan. It's no surprise. He was never going to get anywhere near the squad. Needs game time. And Joel obviously going on loan as well is only a good thing. These type of players, they just need game time. They need proper games in a proper league, in proper men's football. It's no good being around the academy. And it's no good for them just to be training around the squad. And that's the problem we have with the likes of Tommy Doyle and others, is that it's no point just being training around the squad. Is great for the progression, but they need game time. When they get to 18, 19, 20 years of age, they need game time. So Claudio Gomez, mate. Claudio Gomez, the guy we got on a free from PSG, Joseph. Hey, Chris Baker, how are you? Can you shout out us almost at the first 100? Blue Blood Fan TV, but that wasn't the name, was it? Post a link, Blue Blood, or tell me and I'll post a link. Because that Blue Blood Fan TV is not the name of your new channel, if I remember rightly. Or is it? Maybe it is. So, Uwe's granddad bombed what Andy? Bombed a chippy. We know that. I don't know whether you're trying to catch me out on that one, mate. So, but anyway, you tell me, what did he bomb? So, what else we've got? I'm just having a look through. What else? Just did I post that link? Sorry, that's just come back up on my timeline, so I do apologise. Right, let me go back. Almost at 3k views on the documentary. Yeah, brilliant, absolutely amazing. Thank you, Blue Blood. Phyllis's Big Blue Rabbit. No news could be good news. An ACL is very obvious and easy fix, but takes time to recover. Could be something else, which would be far better news. Yes, I mean, we'll just have to, as I said, we'll just have to wait and see on the whole Laporte thing. If any news comes out, we'll bring it to you here on Man City Fan TV. You know that. But if there's not, we're not going to speculate about what it could be or it can't be. He's just going to, we just have to wait and see on it, if being honest. It is Blue Blood Fan TV. It is. His new channel is the City Stand. Whose channel is the City Stand? Bernard says, hope so either. Blue Blood Fan TV, not allowed to post links. No, I'm just telling you. Blue Blood Fan TV into your... Oh, right, okay. So that is the name of your new channel, Blue Blood Fan TV. Okay, there you go. It's Blue Blood Fan TV. Links get rejected. Yeah, no, mate. That's why I asked you to write it. Let me just see if I can help you out. I will do. Blue Blood Fan TV. What comes up? I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit. Let me just see if I can find it on YouTube. Always tried to help people out wherever we can. There we go. I've got it now. You've got 60 subscribers, or 61 because I've just subscribed. So there's the link from me. That's Blue Blood Fan TV, not Blue Blood Fan TV. maybe that's the direction you should go down. Though at your age, I'm not sure you should do. Jerry's on. How are you doing? Jerry Gow, how are you doing, buddy? Carl says, Kai Havertz is an amazing player. He would thrive under Pep. He is a very, very, very talented player. Very talented. Could be better. Sky Blue Blood Fan TV. Anyway, there's your link, mate. I've subscribed as well, GM. There you go. So, good luck with that one. I'll just make sure. Oh, no, I didn't subscribe, but I have now. So you've got 61 subscribers. So hopefully you'll get back up there. Because I know you are doing 2 channels, aren't you, mate? You're doing your own football fan chat, but then this new one. So good luck with that. Pep is an icon on FIFA 20. You need to ask Kiam about that because that's his area. I don't play it, so I don't know very much about it, if I'm being honest. But seeing as though you're talking about that, FIFA 20, and this is an article that's in the MEN today, and it says there's been some alleged FIFA 20 Ultimate Team rating leaks regarding Manchester United and Man City. And it says the launch of FIFA 20 is still weeks away, but that hasn't stopped alleged leaks from some of Manchester United and Man City star players having their ratings revealed by a gamer on Twitter. FIFA Ultimate Team Trader, hashtag FUTDonk, claims to have the confirmed ratings of some of the best players on the FIFA 20, with ratings of a number of Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Barca players having their ratings revealed. And considering that this account has correctly predicted some FIFA 20 announcements previously, including icons and La Liga ratings, these ratings could be spot on. But with the confirmed ratings not due out for a few days at least, we'll have to wait and see if these are correct. So looking at what they've put, and again, this is not my area, but what have you got? New cards you haven't seen from me. It says Salah is at 90. I don't know what this means to you guys. Alisson is 90. Van Dijk is 90. Sterling is 88. Eriksen is 88. Hadanovic is 88. Pogba is 88. Marquinhos is 86. Sandro 85. Robertson 85. Manolas 85. Biglia is 83. Tagliafico is 82. Rebic is 80. And Odriozola is an 80 as well. So take of that what you will. Like I said, I don't know much about FIFA. So Sterling, it says, has been upgraded to 88 from 87 overall. I find that quite weird that the likes of Alisson gets a 90. Weird, very weird. But where is Edison in that? I'd like to know. But I guess this is FIFA. It's a game. It's an EA Sports sort of FIFA 20 game. So we'll wait and see whether that's true or not. I'm sure Kian will update you when all of this stuff comes out, and that's his area of expertise, not mine. So Joseph Beatty, everybody subscribe. Yeah, someone has blocked the other account. Can't post anything now. Really? Has blocked the account. You're not blocked on this channel, mate. I promise you, I've just checked. Pep is an icon, full stop, he is. Can I post now? Yes, finally. Am I late? Only a little bit, Julio. How are you, buddy? Bit strange, Ray has renamed his City Fan TV. Yeah, no, it's... yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. Sterling isn't over. Pogba and Alisson gets 90. What a choke on! It just shows you done it. I don't think those leaks are true. Well, I'm just reading for what the MEN said, that this guy, whoever he is, and I have no idea who these people are, because FIFA isn't my thing. This guy's been very consistent with all of these leaks in the past, so they'll wait and see. The FIFA ratings are always red, biased. No United player should ever be over 50 rated. I agree. I want Everton to sign Gundogan. God, how many more players do you want from us? You've just got Delph, Cal. Stop being greedy. But I'm sure some will say you can have him. Should City go for him? TT in the winter transfer window? No, not for me. I keep saying it. Not for me at all. Him and Koulibaly, not for me. Whether we will or not, that's another thing. At least you have a man in your team, as Ray doesn't act like one at times. Right, okay, let's stop that. We gave you Delph, Cal. Don't be greedy, absolutely. Alisson is 90, he deserves it. He won the UEFA Champions League and won the Golden Glove for 3 different cups. Not sure about that. It's like saying, well, you know, Edison won a quadruple. First ever domestic treble, ever. You know, apart from a Champions League, what did Alisson win? Really? All right, okay, you can say the Confederations Cup or whatever it's called. Thanks for the best wishes on my lad's birthday, folks. Great night was had. Oh, listen, Ivor. I hope you had a really, really good night with Pierce and all your family. I hope it went really, really well, mate. And by all accounts, you've took the day off work today, so I'm guessing it was a good night, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's always nice hitting milestones with your family and your kids. Sort of 16 is a good one, 18, 21. I've been through that with my lads. Thank you all who have watched and promoted the documentary, guys. It's amazing. Thank you so much. It is absolutely brilliant. It's now our leading video on the channel if you tune in. Would you take Kovacic in your team? No, not for me. Carl Blundell, but Edison should be 90 as well. I agree. Gunga did 60 minutes. Yes, yours. Peter Curry, bring back Daniel Van Boyten. I like Van Boyten, I'll be honest. Alisson deserves a 75. Yeah, possibly. Kovacic, the Croatian man, he left Madrid and he left Milan. He saw the light and said, Zidane, and he signed for Chelsea in a transfer. That's quite funny, actually, Blue Blood. If you take Gundogan, give us Baines. If you take Gundogan, give us Coleman. Love Van Boyten. Yeah, I did. I had a thing for Daniel Van Boyten. Not a thing like that, but, you know. Baines, the Wigan legend, some player, Bernard. Sore head, mate, but truly enjoyed it. Well, that's the main thing, Phyllis. That's absolutely all that matters. You can tell Delph played under Pep. He is so calm on the ball. He's brilliant. I absolutely was gutted when Delph left. I'll be honest with you. I really was. I thought he was a great bloke. Brilliant backup guy. Played in numerous positions and just a thoroughly proper, old school professional footballer. And you've got yourself a brilliant signing, in my opinion. Blue Blood, City still a small club. Delphi is a great player. He's a great player, great professional. Baines is a legend for Everton, but he's awful now. He's too slow. We'll never get in our team because Lucas Dean is a wonderful man. Yeah, I think Baines is past it now, if I'm being honest. Allison over Edison. Hope this helps. Oh, yeah, in your dreams. In your dreams. In your dreams. Nasri, Kabdid, Abdi. In your dreams. You and Kiam should do a joint career mode. I don't even know what I'm doing, mate. I've still got to play him yet, which I will do at some point before the FIFA 20, and I'll really embarrass myself. Great for dressing room too. He is. Where you're both managed the same team. I don't have to, I'll be honest with you, I don't have time for that if I'm being really blunt. I heard DC legend Wayne Rooney is off to Derby. By all accounts, expectations in comps this season. I still think a treble for City. Carl Blundell, I would take Jesus, but that would never happen. No, that is definitely never going to happen, Cal, and you ain't having him. Joint career mode, Blue Blood. No, we'd be relegated with Andy's FIFA skills. Yeah, that ain't going to happen. So I have no idea what I'm doing. It'd be an absolute mess. We all need to have our little places in what we're good at and things like that. And FIFA is not my thing. I'll leave that to the professionals. I'll leave that to Kiam. 20,000 needed for an Everton ticket. Guess who's not going to Everton? Yeah, well, I went last season. I went to Goodison Park last season for the away leg. I can only just do that and see if somebody can get me a ticket, because I do like going to Goodison Park, I must admit. But unless somebody can get me a ticket, I won't be going either, mate. So it's frightening. Kiam losing to Everton in FIFA is almost a sacking offence. Yo, John Walters, how are you and Sniffles today? Julio, Liverpool have already forfeited their game in the Carabao Cup. It will happen, Cal, if you mean Jesus Navas. Yeah, you can have him. City's going down with $1 billion in the bank. FIFA. Very funny, guys. Right. So we mentioned the fact that some of the kids have gone on loan, as we thought they might have done, and the European window only closed yesterday. So we've got Claudio Gomez potentially going to Anderlecht. I think that's already done. Is it Anderlecht or Eindhoven? I can't remember. But he's gone on loan to somewhere. I think I'm that lost now with you guys talking about this, that, and the other. I'm trying to just go through what I brought up before that I was going to originally talk about. But he's, I think, is it Eindhoven? I can't remember now. Anyway, but that's live video vlog. So I've actually closed it down, which is yeah, annoying. But anyway, I think it's one of those. It's PSV, I think. So, yeah. Yeah, it's PSV, Eindhoven. There you go. So he's gone out on a loan to them. We've also had a sale, which is Jeremy Frimpong, the 18-year-old has made a permanent move to Celtic after spending over 9 years with City's academy, and he made a big impression last year for the under-18s. Who obviously made it through to the FA Youth Cup final, and he also played for the under-21s in the Checkatrade Trophy. Celtic have paid an initial £350,000 for him. There's also up to £650,000 in potential payments, which would take the sum to £1 million. City will also receive 30% of any fee should Celtic sell the youngster in the future, but there is no buyback clause in the deal. And Frimpong said, which good on the lad, he turned around and said, I joined Man City as a 9-year-old. I have come a long way, but the ride has been absolutely amazing. There have been some highs and some lows, but I've always given my best for this shirt. I feel privileged to have been part of such a club. Teammates, coaches, staff and fans have always been amazing to me, and I'll never ever be able to repay them. Came as a boy, leave as a man. Man City will always be in my heart. So great words there by Jeremy Frimpong, and we just wish him all the very best at Celtic, and hope he goes on and does a wonderful job for them. And obviously we said about Gomez going on loan to PSV, and obviously Joel Latibeaudiere, we talked about yesterday, and I said to him he's got these massive leadership qualities as a captain. He's signed for FC Twente on a loan for the upcoming season. And signed yesterday, the final day of the European sort of transfer window when it closes. There's also something else with regards to the window, is that it looks like Premier League clubs are going to vote on whether the transfer window deadline day should actually be pushed back to come in line with Europe. Now, I know Pep wanted it the other way, basically saying it'd be great if Europe was to finish the transfer window on the same day we did, as early as possible, and then get rid of all this nonsense. But it looks like the Premier League clubs are going to vote to try and push it back to yesterday. Basically, the first Monday of September being the deadline day in Europe, which I think a lot of clubs will potentially vote for, to make it all in unison, which I think it should be. And I'm with Pep. I think it should just be as early as possible. Get it done and dusted, and that's it. But I think it's going to go down the route of where we're going to potentially be in line with Europe, even though we might be leaving Europe. So it's one of those weird things. Anyway, let's have a look back. We talked about Frimpong, Latibeaudiere, Claudio Gomez. Leroy Sané and Bayern Munich is just like over and over and over again. I mean, it's just boring. But Bayern Munich are still ongoingly, just constantly pushing out crap all of the time. And they've hinted that the bid for Leroy Sané failed over the players' wage demands. This is what they're saying now, which is okay, fine, fair enough. But as we know, they were very, very confident of signing Sané, to the point of where they poached and put out all sorts of crap that City had to respond to. But basically, what they're actually saying is that their bid for Sané failed over the players' wage demands. Now, what they were, they don't actually say what he wanted, but obviously Sané's new deal that City offered him was supposed to be in the region of around about 170 grand a week, with an incentive scheme as well, which means that obviously he could earn probably another 50% on top of that, maybe taking it to, I don't know, 250 grand a week. So obviously, I also mentioned weeks ago about this whole thing with the boot deal. Could be a deciding factor, and it mentions today in the Manchester Evening News that with the Blues' new kit sponsors, Puma said to be considering a lucrative boot deal with the exciting young talent, it was a tempting package. So Salihamidzic refused to comment when asked if they would have landed Sané had he got injured, but he also hinted that financial constraints played a part in the fact that Bayern did not go through with the deal, amid suggestions that Sané's salary demands would have broken the club's wage structure. Now, I don't know what they're on, but it's looking here, they're making a comment that the top earner at Bayern is Robert Lewandowski, and he's said to have been given a new deal close to £350,000 a week. Now, if Bayern are turning around and saying it was the fact that his wage demands were too much, how much was Leroy Sané asking of Bayern Munich and they're saying it would have broken the wage structure? Now, it doesn't mean to say he would have been the highest player, but is he getting into a bracket that is then, just like we've always spoken about Man City players, you don't want somebody coming in like Harry Maguire on more money than the likes of Aguero. We know Kevin De Bruyne is the highest paid player at City, and he's on around about, with everything in, he's on about 325, 350 a week when everything's added into it. So It's just bizarre. So I think this is going to run, and it's going to run, and it's going to run the whole time. Leroy Sané is injured, and it'll all just come back again in December, and it's only going to ramp up again in December if Leroy Sané is anywhere near fit to come back and be able to play in January or February. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But it's not going anywhere. They keep bringing it up and bringing it up and bringing it up. So, all right. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh, shit. Loads of comments. I can't type for toffee, says Section. Would you take any Everton player? No, not really, if I'm being really honest with you. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. Dean, yeah, possibly. Dixie Dean was the last great Neverton player, says John Walters. Well said, young man. We can have Richard Dunkel. What about Richarlison? Yeah, so. Naturally, since losing to Chelsea on the 6th of May 2018, Liverpool have played in more Champions League finals than they have lost league games. Thought. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever read. Phyllis's Big Blue Rabbit, Owen and Shearer having a public spat. I saw you comment on that earlier, Ivor. I really did. And yet still no Premier League titles, exactly. I mean, it's just bad. It is absolute garbage. Tim Cahill loves scoring against us. He was a bloody nightmare, Cahill. Good player, good finisher. Transfer deadline day is ridiculous. They have all summer, absolutely. Good afternoon, Alexander. How are you? Good afternoon, everybody. Blue Heart is in the house. How are you, Blue Heart? You well, mate? Didn't see you at the weekend. They need to get control of these unscrupulous agents. Well, it's a big problem. But then again, you'd want one of those unscrupulous agents if you were a footballer, I'm guessing. You only have to look at what's just happened with Gerrard's cousin from Liverpool going to Fiorentina. Hi, Blue, says Jerry Gow. Bayern will never get Sane. Thoughts on Michael Owen? Not interested in Michael Owen whatsoever. I'd rather City sell Sane to Liverpool and Man U over Bayern. Michael Owen, the monotone moron. I think I read something today, and either it might have been below some of yours. Somebody turned around this. I can't remember what it was. It was so funny. It was a tweet, and somebody had said something like, oh God, what was it? I can't even bring it up now. But it was very, very funny. It did make me laugh. Insomnia buys Michael Owen sleeping tablets. Absolutely brilliant. Mark Goldbridge says that the international break and the 3 p.m. blackout in the UK should be both scrapped. I agree. International breaks do my head in. I can't stand international football. I'm not interested in the slightest. So I won't be watching anything this weekend or whatever. I might watch a World Cup final, semi-final if we're in it or something like that. But I don't have any. It just doesn't float my boat whatsoever. I don't have any interest in it, if I'm being honest. Joker will be a wonderful film. Is that the new one? Apparently that's got Joaquin Phoenix in it. Apparently he lost like 50 odd pounds to play the role and is pretty mental in it. Alexander Savage, I don't know about you, but I would use the terms big, small club. I think they're more or less successful clubs in terms of trophies. The rest is subjective. I've always said it. You only have to look back on the discussions I've had on here. It's so subjective from when you say one club's big, one club's small. It's how do you define that? It's impossible. No Samrat, no news yet. Don't think so, Joseph. Not done consistently yet. Would you take Michael Keane? Not really, no. I can't be arsed with international. I can't either, mate. It doesn't do anything for me. I know some people like it. It doesn't make any. You know what I think the biggest thing is? I'll be honest with you. I think because it's at Wembley, you do get a lot of local southern supporting fans of clubs like Tottenham, Spurs, Millwall, MK Dons, whoever, that top of area. They'll all go and follow it because it's only down the road. Wembley's not too far away. Up north, I'm certainly not going to pay for a ticket and drive all the way to Wembley to watch an international match. There's absolutely no chance. I don't care whether I was a millionaire. I just wouldn't pay that money to go all the way to Wembley to watch an international match. I just wouldn't. It doesn't do anything for me. Now, if they put internationals around, which I think they should do, and still think it should have been centralised, Wembley Stadium, it should have, or not Wembley Stadium, but a national stadium should have been centralised in around the Birmingham region or something. I might drive an hour and a half to go to Birmingham and watch an international. Or if they put it around and played it at Old Trafford, maybe not Old Trafford because I definitely wouldn't frequent that place, but they played it at the Etihad, or they played it at Anfield, or they played it at, I don't know, Aston Villa or wherever. I might, I'm not saying I would, but I might have a little bit more of an interest. But going all the way to London to watch an international game, that means nothing, really. No chance, absolutely no chance. Don't have any. I don't even watch it on telly. Never mind trying to entice me to drive 200 miles to bloody London to watch it. No chance whatsoever. Don't do anything for me. Hi Kamal, how are you? Any news on Laporte? No, nothing, mate. Are you bringing more presenters to the channel? Yes, mate. When you next travelling? Soon, mate. Laporte, no news yet. Signing needs to sign, for fuck's sake. I've got a feeling he won't. I'll be honest with you. I've got a feeling he won't. I'm good. If you're going to the women's derby on Saturday, I'll try and find you a game. No problem, mate. International football is so boring. It is. What is your job, Andy? I run my own business, mate. And the 3 p.m. blackout, it is what it is. I don't have much opinion on the 3 p.m. thing. I'll be honest with you. We can't have it both ways. We either want televised games that brings in funding for each potential club, that brings in millions and millions of pounds in TV revenue, or, we don't. Is it a pain in the arse? Yes, it is. You look at the Norwich game, 5:30 p.m. kickoff. Why does that have to be a 5:30 p.m. kickoff when Norwich is such a shite to get to and get back from? It's horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. So, why does that have to be a 5:30 p.m. kickoff? Why not put it at 12:30? Swap some of the other ones around. Where I think Liverpool are playing Newcastle on that day, which, all right, it's still a bit of a distance, but it's fairly easy to get to Liverpool and to Newcastle, but vice versa. Or swap it around, put televised games on at the right time. And for the fans, they don't give a flying shite about the fans. They don't care whatsoever about the fans. They're not interested. They're not interested, and that's what annoys me. So, I understand the fact that it'd be great if every game was 3 p.m. and blah, 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 blah. Let's have the games live at 3 p.m. I don't see if you put everything at 3 p.m. Let's go live at 3 p.m. But we now have got Friday night games. We've got Saturday lunchtime, afternoon, evening. Sunday lunchtime, afternoon, evening. Monday night football. We've got, and I get that. I do get it. So we can't argue always about the fact that, oh no, it should be this, because that TV revenue brings in an awful lot of money for each particular club. But, let's just be a little bit sensible when they roster these and schedule these games live for TV. They've already changed now. I think it's 3 games for Man City because of television. And that happened loads of times last year, which was really annoying when, fans had to try and get to London for an evening kickoff. An evening kickoff. How did they get back? It's absolutely nonsense. It is, because they just do not care. They don't care. But then again, we can't have it both ways, as fans. It's one of those. I don't know. I just love women on a beach. Well, I don't know what that's about. When's the new IT movie, Bernard? Scrap. Oh, It. Is that Stephen King one? Scrap international football tomorrow. I wouldn't even notice it's coming. I'm totally with you, Kim. Because I had Scottish parents, I never really did the whole England thing, club footy international. Yeah, me neither. What's going on there? Big jump. Southport Beach. Tomorrow on preview, Friday, general release. Andy, what's your opinion on Arsenal Fan TV? Duo, very, very successful. Alexander, very successful. There's no doubting about it. Is it something, the route that I want to go down with the channel? No, not really. But they are very, very successful. There's nothing you can say other than that. England. Sean. Kiam, last decent English international, I was Italian 90 or maybe Euro 96. Yeah, trying to get a review copy like gold dust. Oh no, going to London. Bernard, just go on Daily Flicks, mate. Go and watch it. Just go on board Daily Flicks and go and watch it, mate. Then you can give it an honest review on your channel before anyone else gets it. Trying to go to LA to New York, 6-hour flight. Oh, you are, mate. Okay, I don't want to go to London to be stabbed. Will we wait for the review, Bernard? When's it out? On Betamax. Remember that. Bloody hell, Betamax and VHS. I would only attend England games at the Etihad. I'd never go to the Swamp. I hate these injury-prone England friendlies. It's just crap. It's crap for me. What away games are you going to? As many as I can. World Cups are worth watching, not qualifiers. World Cups are trash. Flying shite always lands half. I love the South African World Cup with the vuvuzelas. Piss off. That was awful. Slaves to TV, and we are. 2019 FIBA World Cup is boring. Thoughts on FTT with the ranting and raving? I've already told you, mate. Stop asking the same question. Me too. I love the vuvuzelas and why we poor losing their minds over them. Sound. Sorry, I don't know what that meant. Alexander, the ranting attracts a lot of people. I think that's what they do, that kind of video. Yeah, of course they do. And it's successful. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You know, they choose to do whatever. But like I've always said, we do fan cams. How do you possibly wind up somebody to rant and rave on a video when you've just won 4-0 or 6-0 or 5-0 or 7-0 or whatever? You can't hardly just put a mic to somebody and go, yeah, but it wasn't good enough, was it? Because they'll just look at you going, yeah, it was. It was absolutely amazing. And that is what we've had for like 2-3 years with just amazing football. Absolutely amazing football. And I'll be honest with you, when we got beat by Spurs 4-3 in the Champions League, it was possibly one of the highest rated sort of fan cam videos we got that night because we lost. But not one single person, not one single City fan came on and ranted. Not one single one. They all just went, what an amazing game of football. You know, it's one of those things. Yes, we're disappointed, blah, blah, blah. Nobody came on going, F this and that and blah, blah, blah. Just City fans are not like that. They're not like that. You only have to look at the dynamic of Arsenal Fan TV and the people they get on. They choose them very carefully. They're very well selected for what they think brings in the biggest viewing audience. And if you honestly believe that a lot of that stuff isn't set up, and you know the whole DT thing, well, then that's up to you. But they are very successful, and they do a very, very good job, great production job. So it's just not a direction that we honestly want to go down. If I'm honest with you, ours was set up for the fans, by the fans. So it is what it is. And I think Julio said ranting and raving sells. It does. He's spot on, mate. Absolutely spot on. Imagine the fan cams in the 90s. Well, that would have been completely different. In the 80s and 90s, I'm guessing we'd be now Arsenal Fan TV if it ever existed, because there would have been just absolute mentalness going on. But it's not. We are actually playing some of the best football ever. It's very difficult. You can critique it and you can say, oh, so-and-so didn't have the greatest of games. But if that is all you've got to say, that is all you've got to say. So it's one of those things. Right. Big jump. Sorry. I'm just going to skip through. What time is it? Right. I need to skip through. Joseph Beattie, we could lose 4-0 to Norwich and nobody will rant. Yeah. We'd just go, that was shit, wasn't it? I was ranting when the Summer Bee bar wasn't open on Saturday because they didn't have the barriers. You look very disappointed when I saw you, Chris. Ranting and raving would have been a mouth thing back then. It would have been. There's a rant video involving an Arsenal and Tottenham fan. Don't know their names, but that series is kind of lame. Yeah, it's just not for me. I'm sure the younger people generation like it, but it's not for me. Pep out, fam. Hi, Abby Hudson. How are you? Julio, FCT is so fake and DT is a horrible human being. City have more knowledgeable fan base. We've had the real bad times. These Arsenal fans jump on when Henri made it cool. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. And that's, on the whole, it's, we City fans have been there, done it, seen it. Some of these, clubs, fan bases just jump over stuff and you just think, God, do you really know what heartache is? Do you really know what, it is to go down 2 divisions and go into the final tier of football and watch garbage week in, week out, week in? Have you any idea what that's like? So to if City got beat, it's like, well, okay, fine, fair enough. It's one of those things. But there's some of the garbage that comes out. It's just amazing to me. But hey, it is what it is. City till I die, Abby. Absolutely. Can we start doing Man City Fan TV retro rants? Retro rants. Hey, maybe we could do that, eh? Maybe we could, I tell you what, that's a really good idea, either. Maybe we do a clip or we talk about a specific game and then we get you guys to come in and film yourselves going, oh yeah, I was this, that and the other, I didn't like that, and blah, blah, blah. That's a great idea. Can you imagine if we just managed to just talk about 1 or 2 specific games and you all just give in your thoughts on camera, just a 1-minute rant, and we'll put it out there as if it was back in the 90s or 80s. That's a brilliant idea. I'm going to go for that. I am going to put that to the other guys, and it's something I really think we should go for. Section 20, AFTV has too many bloods and fams for me. I can't stand the word someone say. Pep the bald fraud, checkbook manager, absolutely. Abdul Rahman Mohammed, are you and Ray not friends? Fiends. Are we not fiends? Repeat again and again and again. Wow, Abdul, no, we're not friends, mate. Haters love to hate and rant like kids stamping their feet for attention, I know. Arsenal fans going crazy about their team losing to Liverpool. Mark the Blue, London clubs whine and moan about anything. Are you and Ray not... What is wrong with pal? You're my pal now, calling me pal. Yeah, I'm not racist, but I wish people on Arsenal Fan TV would speak English. Are you... Oh, what is wrong with you, kid? Eh? How about a rant over a pie prices? Yeah, you can do that if you want. More than happy. Oh, Jesus Christ. 4-0 to Norwich, my season card's going on the pitch. Why is Ray not on this? Oh, God. I'm going to have to remove this guy. And I don't need to remove him because he's just obsessive. What is it? Who are you? Put him in a timeout. God, Jesus, he's gone to train with the kids for a while. City should rant when they only win 3-0. and I think we have had a few sort of things going. Could have scored more. What was that? I just was trying to go back. Stop spamming bollocks, for fuck's sake. Yeah, thank you. Blood Brothers, the series is lame. Not on Daily Flicks yet, mate. Gutted. You should go on it. Block the spammer, he's already been removed. Mods, can you type that parrot out? It's just consistent. Abdullah, stop spamming the same thing. Yeah, ask the question and I'll answer it. I didn't get down to it. You didn't have to ask it 800 times. Can we do, Abby? What is it can we do? Like interviews of old players. Well, if you go back and look at, we have done interviews. I've done interviews with David White. And it is very difficult because a lot of the old players work for the club. So I've done interviews with Andy Morris and Sean Goater. I was at the parade doing interviews with Dennis Chewett and Tommy Booth and Sean Goater and all of those things. But to actually do a proper sit down, a lot of these players are either, certainly the ones who work for the club, they're working for the club. So you've got to be they're very careful with what they put out there. So it's very difficult to get them. It's not that easy. We have tried, trust me, we have tried. It's not that easy just to be able to just go ring them up and go, oh, let's sit down on Man City Fan TV. It doesn't work that way. Otherwise, God knows, we would have done loads by now. And some of the players are involved other clubs, whether it's coaching or scouting or Andy Morrison managing at Connors Quay and things like that. So they're very difficult to get hold of. They really are. But definitely we'll take that on board, and if we can get more, we'll definitely do it. This guy is irritated. It's like just, I wouldn't mind if he just asked the question, but it's just like 800 of the same questions. Trying to cook dinner and keep up with chats is hard. Burnt the dinner for tea tonight, our section. Get back to it. Andy versus DT in a game. I don't think that'd end up very well or pretty. Andy versus Robbie Bare Knuckle on a gypsy. What do you think about Vincent leaving? Yeah, it's a shame, it is. But it is what it is. Retro Rants, Volume 1. After all, he's my Alan Ball. There you go. Do you think Andre Gomez is a good midfielder? So-so. Alan Ball, the draw will do, donkey. It's late, heading to bed, no problem. Listen, enjoy your trip over, Julio. Last couple of things I just wanted to say before I go is mention about Kai Havertz and the fact that City have been scouting him. Bernardo Silva basically has come out and said it's unfair that City players are constantly snubbed by UEFA and FIFA for individual awards. He turned around and said he's currently on international duty, obviously with Portugal, and he said that collective titles are always more important than individual titles, and he's spot on. But he added that the fact that they receive very little recognition, not even winning the PFA Player of the Year trophy, despite their domestic dominance, is a topic of conversation in the dressing room. He said, inside the camp we talk about it, and of course we feel it's unfair, but what matters is that we have won 4 titles, and I have even added it to it, the Euro Nations as well. But the nominee is entitled to choose the players. Asked if he thought he would ever be in the running for individual awards, he replied, I can guarantee that I'll work every single day. Last season was fantastic, and this season I want to be better. I want to be one of the best in the world. So, you know, clearly you can see that even City players are talking about it internally in the dressing room and, you know, saying, oh, what's this crap all about again? We just constantly get overlooked. So there's a little bit of, you know, conspiratorial sort of chatter going on between the City players saying, now, why we never even recognised, considering all of the trophies we won last season. And yeah, you only have to win one, as Rob calls it, European Carabao Cup, and you get nominated and win, you know, the Ballon d'Or or whatever else. So yeah, it's all a bit garbage anyway, but it is what it is. Night, Julio or Horlicks. Enjoy the warm milk or Horlicks, whatever you have. But anyway, my younger brother was on here for the Spurs game. Or was he? Was he on on one of the interviews? Ah, Abby, great, brilliant. I'm trying to think which one he was. Which one was he? Can't remember. Was that? I'm taking it that's the one. Was it the Spurs game in the Champions League, or was it the Saturday fixture when Foden scored the winner? Let me know. But anyway, listen, don't forget, go over, check out again, if you haven't seen the documentary, please go over. Right, is that your brother? You know what, I'll tell you now, Abby. When I spoke about the programmes, that was the other week. We discussed him between us all in a production meeting. Yeah, in a production meeting, and everyone to a man, me, Martin, Kiam, Rob, we all said he's a really, really good guy. You know, if we could get him on the channel, because he speaks really, really well. So listen, Abby, do me a favour. If you could get your brother to come and send me an email to this email address that I'm going to post now, please ask him to email me, get in contact, just to touch base. And if he don't want to come on and he don't want to do anything, then that's absolutely fine. I understand that. But he was a really, really, really nice lad and spoke really, really well. So we did. It's funny that you've come on and mentioned that, because we were talking about it the other week after we put the videos out, saying that this guy's a really, really good guy. and he speaks really well on camera. So anyway, let me just see what's coming up. Why am I not getting? Don't seem to be getting messages on my channel for some reason. So thanks, Abby Hudson, and thank you very much for pointing that out. I do appreciate it. But anyway, listen, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. Andy, I am sorry. Was Jay Wang dishonest? No, he's probably travelling back to China, I'm guessing. I could only guess he was travelling. I think he was travelling back, was it last night or today? I can't remember. It was one or the other. I think they said he was travelling back today or yesterday. I'm not sure. But anyway, I understand my band. Well, good. I hope you do. Enjoyed as always, Andy. Thank you, Abhishek. Well, that's every day, Abby. Normally around about 4 today was 4:30, only because I've been busy with business stuff. But on the interview thing, they're just starting to come up again now, so I don't know why it just stalled there. Bernardo Silva should have had Player of the Year award. He was brilliant last year. City are completely ignored, yet some still think there's no cartel. My younger brother was on here. All right, okay, here we go. They're starting to come back up again. Before, I just wanted to know a question. Okay, I understand my ban. Joseph, Chris, enjoyed as always. Thank you, mate. Live, yes, every day, 4 o'clock or 4:30. Jerry, okay, bye. See you, Joseph. Great video though. Thank you. I'll tell him to go on it. Yeah, tell him to send me an email. That'd be really appreciative. And yeah, he don't have to come on the channel if he don't want to. Just it'd be nice to have a chat with him, because he was very, very good in the video when he came on talking about the programs and things like that. So thanks for that, Abby. I really appreciate it. All the best, guys. Have a good evening, everyone. Scott, your lad's nephew's stuff is on the way. Should be there in the next day or two. So that's been posted. These awards become worthless many years ago. Yeah, absolutely, James Richardson. You're spot on. But I guess it's like anything. If you're a player and you're thinking, thought I had a great season last season, won 4 trophies plus a Nations League, don't even get a nomination. You have to look at it and think, yeah, same thing. See you, everybody. See you, Joseph. Take care, guys. We'll be back tomorrow, usual time. Don't forget, check out the videos that Kian put on the channel yesterday. The FIFA stuff. Go over and check out those. See how he's doing. I need to go and watch it, because I need to see if Sterling took a penalty or not, and how he's doing with Sterling, because I might have to start practicing this FIFA stuff and take control of it if he's not making use of Sterling's talents on FIFA. But anyway, take care, Phyllis. See you all. Have a good one, Ocean Rage, and we'll be back tomorrow. Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you soon.